You're listening to Hotep-ish with your host, Dwan B. Intelligent ish talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door. You're listening to Hotep-ish with your host, Dwan B. Intelligent ish talk, Intelligent Shit Talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings.
Intelligent ish talk, that intelligent shit talk. Thank you, Kendra, for that voiceover, because I gotta let these know. Just because you talk intelligent don't mean you stop talking that shit. You dig what I'm saying? Thank y'all for joining. It's taking me forever. I was on the phone with my web guy. Man, let me start by saying I have a very dope connection of people I talk to as far as business goes, as far as real life information. I'm blessed to have that. I got some dope ass friends that I can always call, and we share information. One learns something about business. We on the phone, passing that information through the grapevine. That's how I network over here. So like when I be hearing people talk about what black people don't do, black people don't talk to each other. Black people is selfish. Now I'm nigga, speak for yourself and your mama. Yeah, that's your shady ass family. Over here, nigga, over here, we pass information. Over here, we build each other. Over here, we check each other when niggas ain't on they square. That's what we do over here. So don't bring them stereotypes this way. What's up, everybody in the chat room? Evan, Quan, Lauren, Nino Black, Butter Love. Hey, Larry, I knock you out in 6.7 seconds, boy. Nigga, by the time the referee say, let's get it, boom, knockout. He didn't even get the chance to say on. Don't fuck with me, Larry. We was in the boxing ring once. You didn't want to fight. What's up, Tori and Rain? What's up, C. Vesey? But yeah, over here, we pass information. Just like I come online and I talk to y'all. This is just an extension of how I get down with my people. Constructive over here. I don't know about these people who only gossip. Those kind of people, I don't know, or if they are gossipers, they don't gossip when they call me. They talking about something constructive when they call me. Remember, in life, you get in return the energy that you put out. You know, whatever religion you are, I don't give a damn. Don't come preaching to me and telling me about the day the Hebrews arrived. I don't give a fuck. You know, respect to your religion, but all the religions are saying the same thing, basically, when they say you get what you put out, homie. So you put out negative shit. You always talking shit about people. You always got something to say about what's going on with the next person's business. Then that's the reason why people gonna call you, because they want the scoop. And then they, in the same way you lying, passing on shit that you heard that don't know, they lying to your ass, passing on shit that they heard that they don't know. And uses as two lying motherfuckers. And then both of you niggas gonna get off the phone, get on Facebook, get on Twitter, and then post a meme talking about how great the sanctity of life is and how you don't have I don't have time for haters. And there's gonna be a picture of some chick in a sundress looking off into the wind behind the meme, or a picture of Kendrick Lamar with a fake quote with him saying, no haters over here. Over here, it's all about positivity. I can't, bitch, you just finished a 2-hour-long conversation with Aunt Shirley talking about Cousin Benny about something that you heard from Uncle Frank. And you didn't even hear the whole goddamn conversation. You taking a snippet, acting like you was there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh shit, you actually got a notification. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm letting a few people get on in here before I get on into the subject. I'm gonna let a few get in. I'm just freestyling right now. I'm just freestyling. We're gonna get into the subject of how do black women contribute to America's emasculation of black men. And let me start off before I go here, all right? I'm setting my perspective. I have respect for your perspective. I'm not talking. What's up, Corey Showtime? We need to go back to the shooting range, nigga. I gotta practice on my 38 a little more. My new 38. My little snub nose. For the one pink pack. But I'm going to set the ground rules from my point of view. I do my best. I don't judge. I'm not taking a judgment. So on this broadcast, I'm going to be talking a lot to the ladies. Usually I talk to the men. Most of the time I talk to the men. But today I'll be talking to the ladies because Tashina Arnold asked an honest question. What can we as black women in America do to stop aiding in the emasculation of black men in America? I replied to her tweet, and the Shade Room picked up my tweet and put it all out there. So since then, I've been getting a lot of tweets from the bitter stack of cinnamon roll shaped ladies out there. And ladies, I get it. I know I'm fat too, but look, ain't nothing wrong with being big. But some of these ladies that was tweeting me, it's not that you was big. It was just the fact that you look like former defensive great Jerome Curse in the face. Like you look like it's these Reggie White looking chicks, man. Like, why is Ben Wallace talking to me? I understand why you bitter. You look like Robin Harris. You look like the Me Too lady. Okay, I get it. But this ain't all women's experience, butch. Not bitch, butch. You know, you got show enough size nostrils and beady eyes. Like your nostrils really do look like the Shogun of Harlem. So I get why you bitter. You look like your name is Douglas. So I get it. But this isn't about you. It's not about you. So let me go back into the groundwork that I'm setting. I'm not taking, like what I like to do, I like to look at things from the center. I'm a Gemini. Yeah, that people say Geminis have two personalities, but let me tell you something Geminis are good at. Seeing both sides of the story. Once you remove your ego from the story, you can see both sides. And you can detach emotion from what you're seeing. And that's what I do. So, ladies, I'm talking about it. Today's talk is going to be about some things that women can do to stop contributing to America's emasculation of black men. And that's where I want to start. A lot of people who are mad at Miss Tashina Arnold, they're mad and they did not thoroughly read her question. Because what we're getting in response a lot is, how are black women emasculating black men? That's not what she said. She said, what can we, y'all, as black women, those who identify as black, in the United States of America, those who live here in North America on this continent, I'm about to take this shit slow, like like on Bible study, Wednesday night Bible study, when the assistant pastor finally gets a chance to speak and he want to extend the service as long as possible. He read 2 words and then explain every other word. Jesus said. Now said, S-A-I-D, means Jesus spoke. Go ahead, sister, read 2 more lines. And the Lord, stop it right there, sister. The Lord, that's how I'm gonna be today, all right? So get ready. Because I want to make sure that I'm very clear. She said, speaking in Tashina Arnold 3:16, says, to stop aiding in the emasculation of black men. Let me read that again. What can black women in America do to stop aiding? Right there. She did not put the emasculation of black men on black women. She did not say black women are the primary people harming or emasculating black men. She didn't put it on black women. But she did tell the truth. She said, what can you do to stop aiding in the emasculation of black men in America? What does aiding in mean? That means help. That means co-conspire. That means do the bidding of. When it comes to white supremacy, the shit can only exist with our aiding and abetting the system. We, on some levels, men and women, have to support the system in order for it to work. There are things men do to aid in white supremacy. We as men oftentimes call that out. Your Stephen A. Smith types. These people, your Clarence Thomas types, your Barack Obama types. The kind that put on a smooth face, but do everything that they can to undermine white supremacy. We talk about that. These niggas that don't take care of their kids, going around creating babies with no means to support that baby. Hell, you can listen to Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown been talking about this in public for well over 20 years. Coming up on 30 years, Judge Joe Brown was talking about this on regular TV. And he's been really talking about it here on the internet. Men that create babies and don't take care of them. That's how men contribute to the emasculation of black men, because you have these men that are here that are making boys, but they're not raising those boys. Or the men are telling boys, the best thing you can do is be a basketball player. The best thing you can do in life is rap. How you gonna minimize the mind of the child that made the motherfucking roller coaster? Granville T. Woods. The man that made the light bulb, Lewis Latimer. The man that made the dry cleaning service, Thomas Jennings. The man who perfected the clock, Benjamin Banneker. Designed Washington, D.C., Benjamin Banneker. You gonna limit a boy to the best he could do with his life is shoot a fucking basketball? Nigga, is you crazy? The fuck is your problem? Black men? And I'm speaking as a nigga that used to talk like this. Until one day I sat back and thought, how did black people go from doing all of these great things post-slavery, even during slavery, inventing the cotton gin? People don't understand how important the invention of the cotton gin was to the Industrial Revolution. And that single invention is what pushed the United States of America ahead of every other country when it came to production. Because cotton was being picked in Egypt. Cotton was being picked all across this goddamn globe. But when the black mind invented the cotton gin, it made it to where America can produce cotton 100 to 1 with the efficiency. That came out of a black mind. And you got niggas telling kids that the only way out is to rap. That bullshit out of here, black men. But we talk about that kind of stuff as men. These are the conversations that we have on Craig Facts. We had these conversations on my show. You know what I mean? And I get a lot of resistance because you'll see it, especially if I talk about how these men's love affair with LeBron James and Jay-Z is borderline sick. It's borderline mentally ill, black men's obsession with Jay-Z and LeBron James. Like, you could say, hey man, black children are being forced into special education through the IEP system and being told that, you know, they're putting in these black children as mentally ill when the only thing they have is daddy ain't home. So they sad, so they react. You know, we need to come back and support our children. You'll get a whole hum ding ding diggly dum. But the minute you say LeBron James is a goddamn quitter and he fakes injuries, oh shit, be ready. You better have Twitter fingers for 72 hours in a row, because you're going to get an onslaught of attacks from black men. So I call that shit out, and I call it out with a laugh, because niggas be getting real mad. They be getting hella mad, but they know two things. They can't whoop me, and they can't out-joke me, so they stand down. So, as men, we talk about this whole shit. Hey, Corey, I saw that post. If you had $1 for every nigga that wanted to argue about LeBron and MJ being the GOAT, we'd have our own black infrastructure in 3 days. You goddamn right. So I troll them niggas just to laugh at them. Like, you niggas is sick. Let me say some shit about LeBron James today just to piss you niggas off. So, man, we had these conversations, but Tashina Arnold, she's here. She's trying to start a conversation amongst the ladies. The reason why people like Kevin Samuels is so famous, and again, y'all know, I think he's full of shit, but he does say a lot of real things. Anybody that's full of shit they're gonna attract you with the real things that they say. It's just when they get towards the end of what they saying, they throw a twist up in that motherfucker. That's where they get you. But on the real side of what he does, he questions the behavior of women, specifically black women. And a lot of black women can't take it. And rightfully so, because it's hard to listen to a man that owns a purse. I get it, ladies. I understand that may be a little bit hard to listen to a man that want to be a prettier bitch than you. I get it. But he be saying some stuff that be real, and they be questioning women. But it's never going to go anywhere, because at the end of the day, Kevin Samuels is not in position to talk the way he talks to women. The people who really need to talk to women the way Kevin Samuels do is other women. Women need to have them Kevin Samuels conversations with each other. Not these Terry McMillan conversations. Not these Oprah conversations. All these Democrat shield conversations. Well, what's wrong with black men and black men's prison rate? Go look at my episode of Fox Soul. And you had that doctor lady over here talking about, well, black men are just in prison and black women just need to go ahead and date a white man. Y'all saw her. Women, y'all be having them kind of conversations. Stop that shit. Demand something that's important. And shouts out to Professor Black Truth. I was listening to him a little earlier. I didn't know I didn't even finish listening to it, because I got to the first 5 minutes. But he was talking about The Real got canceled. I didn't know. Well, The Real got canceled, in my opinion. Looking at it, you see how the people that they have on there, that's a show catered to black women. So the only way it got canceled is because who? I guess black women ain't watching. If black women were watching, The Real would be on, wouldn't it? So, to me, I just thought about that about 20 minutes before I came on live with you guys. Like, shit, okay, if The Real got canceled, that means black women ain't watching. Because if they were watching, and if it was a staff issue, they would just replace the staff. So remember, white supremacy ain't never gonna tell you that you winning. You just gotta see this shit in front of you and know what you're looking at. So if a show like The Real gets canceled, that's a sign that black women are turning off the bullshit. The problem is, you got the loud and stupid amongst you black ladies. See, traditionally, the black women with their head on their straights, I say head on their straights, dyslexic motherfucker. Black women with their head on straight tend to just be quiet. Y'all tend to just sit back and watch these heifers and sort of lean over and be like, look at this girl right here. And wonder why she ain't got a man. Look at her. It's all that feminism bullshit. Hey, girl. Yeah. Call me. Yeah. It's been a long time. We should go out one of these nights. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Talk to you later. She probably just finished sucking 2 dicks on the way to suck 3 more. That's how y'all get down, women. Y'all don't really publicly call out the bullshit. But lately, you have. Lately, the black women over the last few years have been speaking out. You got women on the rise like Vicky Dillard and all the ladies over at Fly Nubian Queen. Scheherazade Ali been here. Like, you know, some bullshit because Scheherazade Ali been saying this since the 80s. And when she would come on Phil Donahue, the black women be mad as hell at her. And Living Color was fake. They had a whole sketch about Scheherazade Ali. Remember the sketch? I forgot her name in the sketch, but she wore that hat on the Living Color. They mocked Scheherazade Ali. The black women with their heads on straight have either said nothing or said nothing. They ain't been saying shit. You're right, they still mad at her today. So Tashina Arnold, about a year ago now, she came flat out and was like, I listened to Tariq, Fly Nubian Queen, Professor Black Truth, and Jason Black. Like, those are names for people who are professional white ass kissers will never mention. Some of you professional white ass kissers listen to the Black Authority too. Y'all niggas do. You know you do. You know you do. Y'all low-key be listening to me. Shouts out to that brother at my show this past Saturday that was like, man, Dwan, I tried my best not to listen to what you say. But I went back and checked out your channel out and I followed up on what things that you said. You was right every time. It was a brother that came to me in my show this past Saturday to tell me that. He was flat out told me he was hoping I wouldn't be right about the shit that I say because the way I say it be making people feel a certain way. But he said he looked me up and was like, damn, nigga, you be on one. That's what the people tell me face to face. I only don't turn my camera on because I ain't putting no fucking bright ass lights in my eyes, and I'm high to talk to y'all. And I ain't cleaning up my room and putting up this damn backdrop when I could just talk to y'all behind the camera. But y'all know how I look, nigga. People see me out here in these streets, and that's what I got told a few times this past Saturday. Oh yeah, and thanks for everybody that came out there this past Saturday's Craig Facts Live. We had 2 sold out shows. One was oversold. And thank y'all for coming out. But back to what we talking about. Black women in America are now speaking up. Tashina Arnold dropped some names that a lot of people in Hollywood listen to but never say. And I know this is true because those of you who know me, I'm in Hollywood. Not all the way. I'm a stand-up comedian, but whoever's your favorite comedian, basketball player, vet, most of the cats I know are starting to retire now. But your top-level basketball people, a lot of your actors, they know who I am. When they see me, it's all love. They've been seeing me around for years. 20 years here in LA. I've been out in these Hollywood streets. But I get text messages all the time, and I'll never out these people, but I get text messages from blue checks all the time, wanting to know my perspective on what's happening in the news. Telling me that they listen to this show right here, but they can't, they wish they could say what I can say, but since they in Hollywood, you know how it is, man. And I get it. I respect them for that too. Because everybody can't be look, I've paid a major cost in Hollywood talking the way I talk. I promise you I have. I was on the same stages as some of the niggas you see right now with 2-3 million followers getting on TV shows. I was on same stages following them. But I wouldn't shut this mouth up, nigga. I'm gonna talk like this. I'm gonna talk that shit, nigga. I'm gonna talk that shit. And I'm gonna pay whatever cost I gotta pay. But I ain't tripping because it's taking me the long road. While some of my friends got 2 and 3 million followers, I now got 10,000 on YouTube. It's happening for me. But you niggas fuck with me. Y'all rocks with me for real. It ain't no, okay, we like him because we saw him on that TV show, or he does this and he dances like a fucking monkey and he makes white people feel good, so I'ma like him too. I didn't want my success to come that way. If my success depends on making white people feel good, nigga, let me go ahead and make this apartment I live in a little bit more comfortable then. Let me buy a bigger TV for the apartment because it looks like I'm not gonna make it to Beverly Hills if that's what it takes. But Tashina Arnold said black women in America need to stop. How do you stop aiding in the emasculation of black men? So my response, great question. Bitter broads are angry in the comments. Ooh, so many women got mad at that. Ooh. Ladies, why do y'all do this? And this is something women are getting better at too, but this is something else y'all need to fix, women. If it don't apply, let it fly. Black women tend to defend the worst amongst you. Ladies, you don't need to defend your trash. Black men don't. Like when they talk about black men and thugs, you know what us non-thug niggas do? That's them niggas over there. I don't like them thug niggas either. Shit. I grew up on Crenshaw and Rodeo. They made my childhood hard. I could only ride my bike west towards Culver City. I couldn't go east to go visit my grandparents because I would have had to ride my bike through 17,000 rival gang territories. We don't defend them niggas. Dudes that mess with children or they're molesters, black men don't know any goddamn rapists or molesters. And if they do, they don't come around us saying, hey, I just raped another bitch last night. We don't condone that behavior. And if a man has a reputation of touching kids or raping women, he's not welcome in a circle of black men. Let me tell you another one, ladies. Black men that don't take care of their kids aren't welcome in a circle of black men. That's something a lot of y'all don't even know, don't even understand. Because you've only been in a circle of degenerates. And I don't blame you for your circle. You were born into one. You didn't choose your family. Well, metaphysically you did, but that's a whole nother lesson I'm not going to talk about on YouTube. Let's just keep it here on earth. You didn't choose your parents. You didn't choose your situation. But black men don't defend that shit. Niggas who don't take care of their kids hang out with other niggas that don't take care of their kids. And when they come around us men, you'll never hear them say they don't take care of their kids. Hell, you could see black men. We talk about surface level shit. It's been niggas I hooped with for 15 years. I didn't even know they had kids. Cause I only see the nigga on Saturday at the park. You know. And if he don't take care of his kids, we would never know. That's never a topic of conversation. You ain't never heard a black man come around and be like, man, I was supposed to go pick up my son on Saturday, but I want to play basketball. You know how that goes. If a nigga said that shit at the park, it'd be another man there ready to beat his ass. Like, nigga, if you don't take care of your kids. And if we do know a nigga that don't take care of his kids, man, it'd be like, he don't get no respect. Nigga may come around and be like, I remember Larry used to tell me, I'm not going to mention Larry's homeboy's name because this is his friend, so I'm not at the leisure to mention the name. But Larry in the chat room, one of his friends, he had, not friends, but some dude he went to high school with that still kind of comes around. And he was like, man, when that nigga come around, niggas don't really respect that dude. Cause this nigga be buying Jordans and shit, but don't take care of his kids. Like, no, he just kind of comes around, but nobody likes him. That's how men treat dudes that are like that. Like, no one really fucks with them. Nobody really fucks with them. Somebody said, you know I ain't shooting no hoops. Yeah, I shot hoops. And I played your mama in a game of Naked 101. I let her post me up every time. Locks of love. Probably I'll beat your ass in basketball. Well, shit, not now. I done had 2 knee surgeries. But at the end of the day, men don't let bullshit fly amongst men. Women, y'all don't check each other enough. I'm not saying all of y'all, and I'm not saying this is every time, but this is something that we observe as men. It'll be a woman that'll do something in public that's some straight up bullshit. And women be like, don't attack her, she's a black woman. And be like with Amanda Seales, for instance. Amanda Seales lied on Myron Rowe, the football player. And women were attacking that football. Didn't even know the nigga existed before Amanda Seales said his name. Because y'all don't even watch football. The minute she said some shit about him, motherfuckers attacked. And then the minute it came out that Amanda Seales backed off and said that she didn't even talk to the nigga, it was no equal. Amanda Seales, you wrong for that. Shit just got quiet. And niggas is looking like, man, why don't y'all attack her the way y'all attack niggas? Women will defend some straight up fuck bitch behavior. And here's the worst part about it, ladies. Y'all don't even get along like that. It'd be different if women got along with each other, for real, for real. And y'all, it's like, it seems to be from a male's perspective. Again, this is speaking from a man's perspective. Ladies, not some purse-wearing metrosexuals. This is speaking from a grown-ass man's perspective who's married, by the way. Next month will be 8 years. It'll be 8 years married, 17 years together, and we in 2022. So that means next year we'll make it 29 years as friends. So that's who you talking to, ladies. Somebody who know a little bit of something about staying together. You dig. So back to what I'm talking about. Women will circle the wagons for BS behavior, but y'all don't even like each other like that. Women, that's a problem. Women don't be like, let a man with resources come in a room and watch the best of friends women. Watch one of them. One of them gonna be unsuspecting, and the other one gonna slit her motherfucking throat if they got a chance. I used to see this shit all the time when I would be with my NBA friends. You see this shit all the fucking time. Women do diabolical shit to each other to get at one of these NBA niggas. And you'd be like, ooh, you shady? You shady? You shady? Y'all be doing, y'all will undercut somebody at work, especially workplace dynamics. Look, at my company, I deal with workplace dynamics. Oh, and by the way, shameless plug, the new website is up for breakthrough advocacy services. The new website is out there, folks. Talk it out. And I got a new book dropping. I'm going to change this from life coaching. This part, I'm going to change that. I ain't doing no damn life coaching. But I'm doing the family coaching, and I do a lot of workplace dynamics. We going into these companies, helping them solve their communication issues. You know, my reviews are on point. Check me out on Google. I got 5 stars on Google, nigga. But yeah, this is what we do. And I got a new book dropping on the art of communicating with love. It's a small 30-page e-reader. Might be a little bit longer, but very short. I don't want these books to be too long, because when people see 200 or 300 pages, they just don't start. I want this to be some shit that you can start and finish. That's coming at you real soon. But back to what we're talking about. What America needs, well, especially what Black America needs. Black America needs women to start getting along better. For real, for real. Don't just rally around defending Lizzo. Like, ladies, why would y'all want to defend Lizzo anyway? Why? It's like you'll be talking, she'll do some dumb shit. Y'all saw her a couple days ago on the airplane? Look at this nasty shit. Ladies, why would y'all defend this? Why? She look like a stack of a dozen chocolate chip cookies. Not the small cookies and big ass pizza cookies. Why in the hell would y'all defend this? Y'all be defending some bullshit. That is one ugly ass too, ain't it? Ladies, y'all should be laughing at this shit. Look, I know something as a fat dude myself. I can speak for fat people, man. Fat people, you can't do what skinny people do. Let me say that again. Fat peoples, you cannot do what skinny people do. Why is she doing this? And why, as a lady, would you defend this? There are much better things to rally around than Lizzo. This reminds me of a picture that I did a couple years ago when the last time she did this shit. Don't her booty cheeks look like the 110s to the 105 interchange? Don't it? Don't that look like the 110? That's the 110 freeway south in LA to the 105. Like that thong, how your thong gonna be that long? Her booty look like 2 bus steering wheels. Why would y'all defend that, ladies? Let me get that shit off my screen. God damn. That was some nasty shit right there, wasn't it? Yeah, they better sterilize that whole plane. See, women will rally around that. They will rally around Kamala Harris. They'll rally around Kanisha's mama from Lean On Me. Whoever this new Supreme Court lady, looking like Kanisha's mama from Lean On Me. Somebody said Prince did it first. Prince got clowned. Yes, you should be attacked. Social norms exist for a reason. That's decency. You're at a Laker game with your booty out with children around? That's nasty. Why, as a woman, would you defend a woman coming to a family environment obscenely dressed? What does that speak about the culture? Not just the culture of the society, your personal culture. It's acceptable for women to have a booty around in a family environment with grandmamas and aunties around, nigga? What? Men killed Prince. Prince got drugged through the rakes for having his booty out. I remember watching that shit with my dad on HBO when he first came out. My dad was like, oh, hell no, I'm about to turn this shit off. Man, what the fuck y'all got me watching? Like, we was kids, and so we was like, no, daddy, let's keep watching it. Man, my dad watched a little bit of that shit, and he went out to the backyard and smoked a cigarette and lit a joint. Was like, man, that boy got his booty out. They made all kinds of In Living Color sketches about Prince. Prince was a major target. Every black HBO Def Comedy Jam, the year Prince came out with his booty out. That whole season of Def Comedy Jam, it seemed like you couldn't get on Def Comedy Jam unless you had a joke about Prince's butt being out. Let's not retell history. I was there. Prince got murdered for having his butt out. We ain't about to change history. Prince became a punchline on Saturday Night Live, In Living Color, HBO Def Jam, BET Comic View. Comedians made whole 30-minute specials with a 7-minute bit about Prince and his booty being out. Please, we ain't about to change history. We ain't not about to change history so you guys can comfort Lizzo. That's not decent. This was at a Laker game. I remember women being mad as hell at men. Like, first of all, lady, y'all don't even watch basketball. So you didn't even see this happen. Second of all, you got 7-year-olds. And we got over here looking like 2 deflated German chocolate cakes. Did you not put yeast in the motherfucking bread, Lizzo? And why is your thong so long? In a booty, a thong is supposed to disappear between the creases. Nah, not yours though. You got a long ass sacrum. That's the tailbone for those of you who don't know. The sacrum. The fuck? At least have a booty if you're gonna do this. Now she came out with one of those pinky kind of behinds, the kind that's round and rotund, the booty that you can sit a glass of water on. The fellas might not be complaining if it's one of them pinky ass. If it's one of them asses to where you got that boom, skitty da boom, boom, bop, boom. If you got one of them, then nah, it might be all right. It might be all right. But you don't. You don't. This shit looks like 2 overinflated Hostess donuts. So yeah, you don't do that around. But even if you do have one of those butts, the men, even the men, the gentlemen, the real ones, they gonna say, hey, sister, don't do that in front of the kids. Don't do that in front of auntie. Don't do that in front of Big Mama. We can see your booty when Big Mama ain't around. When Big Mama ain't around, show that thing. But when Big Mama around, when auntie around, this is what a gentleman say. I speak for gentlemen. I speak for men with integrity. I speak for men who say what they mean what they say, and follow through with their actions. That's who I speak on. I don't have a bond with degenerate niggas. When degenerate niggas do and say degenerate shit, that will and must be called out. I'm not going to defend a degenerate nigga. I don't defend these niggas that go on Vlad TV and talk about all kind of hood business, so-called gangster this, gangster that, but you talking to a white boy about hood activities. I don't defend that shit. I don't support niggas that move like Jay-Z, fucking over they people to get to the top. I don't support that. Putting on a show, promoting materialism over substance. I don't rock with that shit. A man is substance, man. A man builds himself along with his community, not at the expense of his community. See the difference? Let me say that again. A man builds himself and his community and uplifts his community. There's a community responsibility as a man because we're givers, we're providers. Our job is to provide security and give substance to our community. These niggas that built themselves at the expense of their community, they don't get exalted and elevated over here. That's a good point. See, I don't be looking at the chat room because they be like, It'd be a lot of smart people in the chat room, and if I look at y'all, I'm gonna get thrown off my point. But this brother made a good point. Some people's opinions aren't allowed. I 1,000% agree with that. I 100,000% agree with that. I don't just don't listen to them. That's my solution. Because you got people who are talking and running their mouth who can't show and prove what they're talking about. I can show you and prove you how I've contributed to saving marriages, to helping households. I got a whole ass company with a track record that you can find on Yelp and Google, showing who the fuck I was before I got on this internet running my mouth. So the people who can't show any kind of track record, show and prove, or sometimes you can listen to people based off what and listen to what not to do based on their experience. But these people just come talking out the left side of their mouth. Stop paying attention to them. Like on my Instagram, every now and again I'll go back and forth with somebody saying something foolish, just if I'm super bored. But for the most part, when people come around, like if you look at my Instagram page, if someone around come by and say something stupid, you'll see a comment. You'll read that same post 10 minutes later, that comment got deleted. Cause I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give you the space to spout out bullshit. And then they'll come out, man, you only did it because I said something you don't like it. You want people to agree with you. Look, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you agree with me or not. Just say something intelligent. I don't have to agree with it. But if you say some bullshit that you pulling out of your emotions, I'm not going to dignify. I'm just going to delete it. You don't get attention. Towards gotten to the point now on my page, certain people don't even comment no more because they know the minute they post it, delete. And that's for the people who I don't already have hidden. Certain people, when they talk, their comments aren't even, the only people that can see them is them and me, no one else. I don't give space to stupid people. Just don't acknowledge them. Don't acknowledge them. So I'm gonna finish reading my comment and then we are going to focus on solutions. I've been running my mouth for almost an hour and I've given some solutions. I have been giving y'all some, but I want to make my solutions very clear, okay? Because at the end of the day, this discussion is to be constructive. Miss Tashina Arnold asked a very good question, and I would like to be able to give some answers that hopefully people can apply and use in their daily lives. I'm going to give it from the perspective of someone who worked with children for over 25 years. Giving you that perspective. But let me finish my comment, then I'm going to get to that. I said, Black women need to understand this black girl magic nonsense directly targets Black boys for early emasculation. Again, talking about the propaganda, black girl magic propaganda. Why do you think they have that all over BET? Why do you think that's a slogan that they put on MSNBC, especially during Black History Month? Why are they separating the girls from the boys? Let me say something, ladies, and I've said this speaking to rooms of feminists. They got mad, but they couldn't say to them because they knew I was right. You know why feminism doesn't work? And it never will work? It's because feminism has gotten women to say, fuck the kids. Fuck the family. It's about me. That's what feminism did to the black woman. Black women are the first teachers of the society. Women in general are the first teachers of their family. You know how do you know the power women possess when it comes to changing a society? Women have the power to change society in one generation through how they raise their children. One generation. You're the first teachers. You change the society, 1, through how you pick your mate, 2, how you raise your children. Whatever issues you see are the dominant issues of today, those issues could be done, gone, and complete in about 30 years. Through how you choose your mate and how you decide to raise your children. And the society knows this. This isn't me downing black women and calling you stupid. I'm not doing that. Don't take it that way. I'm taking it on, I always put it back on the society, the social engineering. Social engineering is a real thing. They understand this. So they engineer things to get you off your square. Oh, black woman, the men have been so mean. They be cheating on you. They talk to you crazy. They be going out having side families. Lest we forget, great grandmama Gertrude had that one light-skinned wavy haired kid in a family full of Danny Glover looking boys. All the kids look like Danny Glover. And then you got that one kid that looked like El DeBarge. It's always gone both ways. They didn't come to you and say, hey, the reason why that black man is so angry and bitter when he comes home is because we've been mentally castrating him for 8 hours a day at work. And he has to deal with this shit 5 days a week in order to provide for your family. And some of the stuff that he deals with is so emasculating, it's hard for him to come home and talk to you about it. So instead of breeding understanding, the dominant society breeded contempt. So instead of the ladies asking, okay, who's telling me about this why not black boy? Why not black child magic? Why are they focusing on the girls? I'll tell you why. They're focusing on the girls because you see yourself in that girl. And if you were raised in an oppressive family environment, you're going to attach to that. And unfortunately, too many of our girls and boys, but too many of our children have been raised in traumatic environments. Whether that be parents fighting each other all the time, father not present, lack of money and resources. You're in the ghetto, you heard a whole bunch of gunshots. I grew up on Crenshaw Road. I heard all kind of gunshots growing up. So you grew up. So when you have these traumas in your life, especially at a young age, the mind, if you haven't had proper counseling or proper revision of yourself, your mind gets stuck on the traumas you experience at the age you experience those traumas. So if you had an emotionally abusive father, not even physical, we already know what physical abuse do, but you may have had an emotionally abusive father or emotionally abusive mother. It's a lot of women out there who were raised by mothers who are jealous of their daughters. Yes, this happens a lot. I'm in these households not anymore. Thank God, because that shit fucked my head up. Been in these houses every day for over 10 years. But that really fucked my head up for a little while. I had to really debrief and go to counseling. Seeing the shit these mothers say and do to their daughters. Especially when your daughters get about 15, 16. And your daughter, you start looking a certain way. Now moms is jealous because she ain't got it like that no more. So she say things that cut you down as her daughter, breeding contempt. And those cause hangups in the mind. So what the dominant society does is, we know not all of you are traumatized, but enough of you are. So we're going to play on that trauma, little black girl. Not to mention the trauma that society lays on you. when they put a black woman in a TV show, either she's going to be some hulking, mammy-looking character, or she's going to be some white boy's do-girl. They're going to put you in demeaning positions. They're going to have you in the children's programs on Nickelodeon. It's the white girl that's smart, that solves all the problem. It's the black girl who's always goofy, doing ditzy stuff. So through TV programming and mothers raising their daughters saying, girl, you should never be broke. You sitting on the gold mine. How many of y'all girls heard that growing up from your own mama, your own auntie, telling you all of your value is what's between your thighs, not who you are as a woman? The society knows it's been putting that bullshit in your mind since you was the age of embryo. So they play on that. So you say, hey, black girl magic, because you play on the trauma of the inadequacies put in on you through the dominant society and through your own family upbringing and your environment, the environment you were raised in. And you know what the society knows? They knows you're going to pick that up super fast. Black girl magic. Show the black girls how great they are. Show the black girls that they can do the same things a boy can do. If y'all watching the NBA like me, it's an Adidas commercial out right now where they got women bench pressing, playing football, and then they got this fat Lizzo chick doing the splits. And it's like why? Like, y'all notice they pushing the girls towards men's activities and men's sports? Do you ever stop and think and ask why? While at the same time, you got transsexuals playing women's sports? You got both of these things happening right now. The social engineering pushing girls towards sports, and the social engineering telling boys, if you ain't good enough, tuck your dick in and become a girl and play girl sports. That's happening in front of us. Do you ever question this shit? Well, I do. So while you're over here talking about black girl magic this, believe black women, all black women this, oh, R. Kelly R. Kelly's abusive, when telling the truth, the reason why R. Kelly had a career because his fan base was who? Women. R. Kelly pissed in that girls. If women really gave a fuck about women the way y'all fake act like y'all do, when Lizzo's being attacked, y'all would have stopped fucking with R. Kelly when he pissed on that girl back in 2000. Here I am, a man, and I never liked R. Kelly because when it was like he's with Aaliyah, I was like, what? Aaliyah my age? Why all these grown ass men be trying to fuck? I'm 15 years old thinking I got a chance with Aaliyah, and I ain't got no chance because this grown ass 30-year-old man got 2 785 Porsches. I can't compete with that. Being a young boy at Westchester High School, seeing all these grown ass men come and dating all the chicks that we wanted to date in high school. Men, boys saw that growing up, ladies. And then y'all want to go around and fake cancel R. Kelly after y'all saw him piss on that girl. Y'all don't fuck with each other like that. Y'all don't. I'm just telling the fucking truth. I'm sorry to say it this harshly, but it's true. Y'all don't fuck with each other like that. It took a damn documentary to remind you of some shit you've been doing for 20 years to cancel R. Kelly. Y'all don't fuck with each other like that. We saw that. All of us gentlemen, the real men, the one y'all say y'all want, we saw it, and I'm not speaking to all y'all. But the women with their heads on straight, y'all just generally don't say nothing. So here we are saying something. We saw y'all, that grown ass man coming to school to pick you up. And then y'all I'm looking on Facebook at all these women talking shit to R. Kelly. I'm like, hold on. Nigga, I remember in the 9th grade, you was getting picked up by a nigga in a goddamn Lexus. Westchester High School. I remember that. When you talking about R. Kelly, bitch. That's why I be like, what? So let's just tell the truth. Because through the truth, we get to what's real. So remember, the power of omission is one of the strongest tools in deception and lies. When you omit someone, when you omit facts, when you omit people and make it as if they're not there, that has the same mental effect as physical harm. So if you're celebrating black girl this, black girl that, what do you think the boys are thinking? Because when the boys watch TV, they being told they gotta dress like Dwayne Wade's little kid to get attention. Got that boy in size 14 heels acting like we ain't supposed to laugh at that shit. The society is telling boys they gotta put on a dress to get some kind of attention, while the girls are getting all the praise. How do you think that plays out in the mind of an 8-year-old? Because remember, ladies, 8-year-olds aren't men, they're still children. 12-year-olds are still children. How do you think that's going to play when those boys turn to 20, turn to 30? The funny part about this is a lot of the women's main complaint about the men is the men act like bitches. And that's true. I agree with you, ladies. Today's world, the men for the most part act like bitches. Yeah, you're right. But why do you think that is? That's what women can do to stop America in its aiding of the emasculation of black men. Stop playing along. Make it about the black family, the black children. If you don't have your family together, don't speak ill of that child's father if he's not there. You chose him. Your children aren't your counselors. I don't know how many times I used to have to say this shit at work. Ugh. The mothers that had their boys and they'll be sitting there talking about their boyfriend. This ain't even the kid's father. It's just a new boyfriend. And then when they do talk about the father, they only bring up what he didn't do, what he don't do, where he ain't at. I look at some of these dudes y'all let have. I remember when I was in my early 20s, and I would look at some of the dudes these women let get them pregnant, and I'd be like, me and my boys, when I was like 21, all my friends was in college. We was in college. We all had jobs. Like, we were all like doing something with our lives when we were 21. And I remember we go to certain like house functions, parties, whatever. And we look at who the ladies are choosing up on, and we'd be like, all right. Okay. All right. So yes, ladies, you have to take some responsibility, because through taking responsibility, you can help the next generation avoid those problems. By not being accountable for whatever issues you had, is just going to perpetuate into the next generation. This has only been going on since the 60s, since really the 70s. It's only been going on for the 70s, black people. This nonsense has been going on a lot shorter than it hasn't within our community. We've only been buying that bullshit outside feminism style influence for about 50 years now. We can change this shit. But this is how you change it. This is how you change it. And I will be having a series of webinars on my Patreon. I'm starting them up with my new book that's coming out, The Art of Speaking. I don't know the name of it yet. But it's basically how to communicate with love. And it's going to be for those of you who haven't, because some of us are raised in harsh environments and you don't know how to talk in a loving manner and communicate the things that you need from others, whether it be your spouse or your children, in a loving manner. I wrote a book on that, and we'll be discussing that. I'll have a series of webinars on that. And in my webinars, we will have Q&As. We will have discussions. My services are available on breakthroughas.org. Whatever prices are up there right now, if y'all want a session, get that price now, because I've been getting a lot of people booking me lately, so that price is about to go way up. I'm not about to be doing no. Got a lot of sessions booked. So whatever price you see on breakthroughas.org now, if you want a private session, take it, because that price is about to go way up. Probably at least 4 to 5 times what you see right there. Because I like to be efficient. I don't like working with a whole lot. I'm getting some really good clients coming through these days. So whatever price you see on the list, get it now, because that's not going to be the price next week. I know that sometimes sounds like a cliche, but this is a promise. Whatever price you see on breakthroughas.org now, if you're interested, sign up now. Because them prices are going to be way higher next week. But I'll still be here for you on YouTube, and on my Patreon, I will be able to answer some questions and talk to you guys. And if I'm keeping the group small on Patreon, I don't want it to be too many people, because if it is, same thing gonna happen with that price. But yeah, I am available for the people who can't afford the price on Patreon in a limited capacity to help you with some of these communication stuff. But I'm gonna leave y'all with a webinar. This webinar should pretty much hit on all the points that you need to hear. The series of webinars that I'm gonna do on communicating with love, because some of the hardest things to do is communicate what's really on your heart. That's a very hard thing for people to do. It's an extremely hard thing for people to do. That just happens to be my gift. I'm sure there are things that are hella easy for you that DwannBrown will struggle mightily with, maybe not be able to do. But communicating with love and compassion and sincerity, that's what I'm good at. So this webinar is going to help you out with that. Thank you for the people who are already on Patreon, because I ain't been giving y'all, y'all got my pass up, but I ain't been giving y'all no new content. But a whole fuck ton of new content's coming to Patreon. So thank you for those who are already subscribed. Larry Smith brushes his teeth with a toilet scraper. That was a funny joke, Larry Smith, but damn. Y'all see this nigga's teeth? He look like he got a white boxing mouthpiece in his face. Is that a mouthpiece you got? Or your teeth, nigga? This nigga look like he chews celery just for no reason. He ain't even hungry. He just chewing celery. Them big ass teeth. But back to what we talking about. More solutions, more solutions, more solutions. Here's something else you can do, ladies. Focus on your femininity, your womanhood. And womanhood and femininity, get in touch with your feminine self, with who you are as a person. You need to be whole. You need to bring to a relationship the wholeness you seek. Don't be jumping from relationship to relationship. Sometimes it's just time to sit back and really understand who you are. Get to know who you are. And I also wrote a book on that too. Star just posted it in the chat room. My No Time to Waste book. Another very small reader. I'm not over here acting like I'm writing these long, great novels that are going to be Pulitzer Prize winners. No. I write these small readers. Something very simple, very quick, easy for you to get at, with the intention of hoping that you open it up from time to time when you need that. You gotta heal. Don't be listening to these niggas talking about you done at a certain age. That's the biggest crock of shit. Ain't nobody done at no age. There's somebody for everybody at every age. Fuck out of here with that. I got a homegirl that got like 2 kids, and she's getting married. She's about to turn, I think 43, 44. And she getting married to a man that got that cheddar. He got that bread. He don't want to marry no damn 22-year-old dumb bride. And I'm not calling you 22-year-old ladies dumb. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to a 50-year-old, you're dumb. Like, to a man that got his shit together in his head, a 22-year-old ain't gonna necessarily hold his imagination, is all I'm saying. You better off with somebody closer to your age. There's men out there who want someone that they can relate to that's from their own generation, that they may have gotten a divorce, or they may have never been married. They just didn't want to get married till they in their 40s or 50s. There's cats out there like that, and they want a woman that's of the same generation as them. That they don't want to be introducing. You got dudes out there who don't want to introduce the chick to Mary J. Blige. They want her to already know who Mary J. Blige is and grew up listening to her. This is why I don't look at the chat room. This nigga said Larry Smith is Roland Martin's side nigga. That was funny. That's why I'm looking at the chat room. But ladies, there's somebody for at everybody's age. You just make sure you bring the best person you can be. Understand that you are not your body, although it's great to make that look as best as it can look for whatever frame you are. I don't believe in telling women what weight you should be. Different body frames. Some women got it thick and rich. They got a boomps and the baps, and there's men out there who like the boomps and the baps. You don't need to be 100 pounds. You just be the best you can be at whatever your frame is. That's how I see it. Because men like a plethora of things. And a man that's in touch with himself, that knows who he is, he's not going to choose a woman based on what society says a woman should be. That's another thing. A lot of these old superficial ass niggas, they go around choosing women that they could put on their arms and flaunt to their homeboys. Old closet homoerotic shit. You dig what I'm saying? Do you really want that? Be of substance. Be the best woman you can be. Organize, learn how to organize a home. There's a lot of things you can do. But that comes through being the best person you can be. Can no one give you anything that you haven't already given yourself? Because if you only get it when it's from someone else, it's only going to be temporary. And then you also have to learn from your previous mistakes. Why have you broken up with your last relationship? What went wrong? Are you going to continue to be that way? Or are you going to work on those things? If it's the same reasons you over and over and over again, people don't want to be around you, you have a choice. Either decide to keep being that way and keep bumping your head and going through heartbreak, or work on that thing that you've been running across in and out of previous relationships and fix it. And then when you get with a man, understand that you cannot change a man. You can't, he's not going to be your dog. He's not going to be your pet. Well, any man worth being with, I should say. He ain't going to be your pet. He going to still be a man. But find ways you can contribute to that, and you guys can mutually grow together and mutually ship and shape each other's lives and mold each other. Again, that's something else that I help with. These are concepts people don't think about because they don't talk about marriage. They talk about getting married. It's a difference. Everyone can tell you how to get married. Anyone can tell you how to get with someone and get a spouse. But who can teach you how to stay with that spouse? And during the time with that spouse, have a great time with them. A constructive time, productive time, mutually loving time with them. You don't want to get in one of these marriages where y'all just look at each other. You can't wait to get on the phone and he can't wait to play PlayStation because y'all really don't fuck with each other. Is that how you want to live? So you don't want to be that bitter person. And through you losing your bitterness and getting back to who you are, because nobody was born bitter. Nobody was born bitter. You become that way over life's events and traumas, trials and tribulations and shit. But just like you can become bitter, you can unbitter yourself by getting to know yourself. Taking care of yourself. Don't be one of these bitter chicks. I'm looking on Twitter right now. On Twitter, these women are still mad at me. But hit dogs holler. Hit dogs holler. And if you one of them bitter people, understand this. That's your problem, nigga. Niglet. That ain't my problem. I'm not going to take on your anger. I'm not going to take on your sorrows. I'm just going to sit back and laugh and hope that you heal yourself at some point. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Because nobody was born bitter. Bitter is the culmination of your circumstances. You can change that. You can change that. Yeah, you're right, Larry. I ain't no damn elder. I'm Dwan, goddammit. Please don't call me an elder. I'm Dwan, goddammit. Shit. I'm 40. Does 40 make 40? I ain't old enough to be no damn elder at 40, am I? Hey, nah, if you 20, nigga, I'm big bruh. Okay, you said elder is somebody who can share knowledge. All right. But yeah, I was nigga, thank you, Quan and Star. I love y'all too. No, I am not. Yeah, uncle. Yeah, I don't know about the elder part yet, man. Shit. I don't know about that part yet. All right, Larry Elder. This is Auntie doing. All right, Larry. I'll sock you in your face and knock your bangs back. I'll turn your bangs into a Pat Riley pushback, boy. Yeah, just Breeze Omega, just Unk. Yeah, I fucks with Unk. I don't even like Unk like that, but I just started liking Unk. Because it's like, okay, yeah, Cass is 30. Cass is 25 years old. So yeah, I could be Unk. I could be that. And you know why I try my best not to reject it? Because I hated the way Gail and people like Gail and Oprah reject the auntie. You know what that comes from? When black people call people like elder, unk, stuff like that, that is foundational black American culture coming up. Remember this, we have a very respectful culture. And in our culture, we call people who affect us like family, we call them family. Because we have a very family-oriented culture here in North America. Black people, in spite of all of the slavery, in spite of all the Jim Crow, we've still found a way to keep a family-like structure to our social environment. So it sort of breathes through us when we see someone with that we know that souls into us in a certain way. We want to call them auntie. We want to call them uncle. We want to call them elder. So, you know, I could do a better job. The reason why I don't want to be called elder is because I got elders, but I look at people like Brother Kaba Kamene as an elder, James Smalls, and those are elders to me. You know, but it's sort of our culture to make people that impact us in a certain way family, and that really is that. And at the end of the day, it's born out of respect. That's the respect we have as a people for one another shining through. Something else we need to identify and be proud of as a people. They only want to highlight the things that we don't do well, the things that we don't do good. I like highlighting the greatness that's within us. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, what's up, Dwan? Tamar from Pomona.
Tamar from Pomona, out there near Raging Waters. What's up?
What's up with you, Dwan?
Chilling. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I just want to tell you, man. I've been listening to you for a while, and I mean, I love what you got to say. Of course, I don't agree with everything you say, but who all agree with everybody, right?
Amen.
But you know, man, you be on point. You're one of the people. You're one of the new voices I love to listen to, and I hope that you come to that Laugh Factory up in Ontario, man. I want to see you live, and I'm gonna buy some of your shirts online. I love the messages, man.
It gives them. I appreciate that because I'm actually thinking about throwing on a show like in June, like at a small little theater comedy show, just to fuck around and do some shit like that. Right. So if I do, I'll put it out there.
I appreciate it, Dwan. You have a good day, brother.
All right, man. You have a good one.
All right, thank you.
Oh, shit. Call right back. I tried to answer your call. There it is. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Dwan? I'll get a second chance. Najee from New Jersey. Last time the chat room was roasting me, said I was rambling. Get this nigga off the phone.
Man, you know the chat room ain't shit. What's on your mind, though, man?
Listen, man, I just want to say I'm in the gym real fast. I'm going to be real brief. Unfortunately, my girlfriend brought your tweet to my attention, and she was even amazed that, you know, it was just so many women that was just so against, you know, the actor Tina Arnold's host. Yeah. So a lot of times, you know, she has criticism with Kevin Samuels, but I try to educate her and make her understand, like, those reactionary responses, like that we've seen from that post and the attack on your post. That's what kind of like feeds that kind of like male attention in that direction, you know. And I was in another space. And I was kind of, you know, they was talking about something. I won't go into the depth, but because I wasn't dogpiling on men, because I didn't come into space as a do-boy, I just basically came in on my experiences, my love and relationship with my girlfriend, how I, financially helped my sister get through college, that there are black men out there that's really like supporting family.
Mm-hmm.
They attacked me, because I didn't fit that narrative,
Uh-huh.
and that toxic feminism is crazy. It's divisive, just like what you said. It's anti-family.
Uh-huh.
Because I got into a situation with a woman, and she brought up wage disparity. Like, black men are still making more than black women. I was like, that really shouldn't be the target, because you're talking about wages that white people pay us. So your issue is with white people. So why aren't you
good point.
having that? Why aren't you having that same smoke for the white women that's making more than you? Not your brother, not your father, not your uncle. Because if we're a family unit, all that money is being basically collected and building in the same household. So why and I said you can't have it both ways. You can't have articles that's basically saying men ain't shit, we're not educated, y'all need to date out the race and date white men, and talk about wealth disparities between black men and black women. Which one is it? Either we ain't shit and we ain't got no money, or we do. Which one is it? So it was just a real just nonsense. And she says, well, we just need black men to support us in our fight for equal wages. I said, didn't you just see the black dude at Amazon that won the case against Amazon and brought a union into the workplace? That was for everybody. That's what black men has been doing historically. And feminism is trying to erase even the contributions of black men, even in the civil rights movement. Mm-hmm. It's just insane, man. But I'll get back to this workout and I'll close with that. In chat room, I hope I wasn't battling. Like
you was good today, brother. You're good, man. Thanks for giving us a call. Yeah, you brought up a good point. When it comes to the jobs that men and women for the most part now, when it comes to women getting these jobs for these companies that contract for the military and government jobs, that's A. Philip Randolph. A. Philip Randolph did not march. He did not protest. He did not organize a march on Washington in 1951. He was getting ready to organize a march on Washington in 51 that 41. And Roosevelt was like, get these niggas what they want. Because A. Philip Randolph is too much. He didn't do that for black men. He did it for black people. And unfortunately, too many of our women seem to be so stuck on who gets credit and this and that, who they doing it for. Everything you got came from black men and women doing it for black people. None of what we ever got was for black men. Black men may have been the face of the movement. Black men, especially through the church oftentimes minimized the contributions of black women. That's true. That's very true. A lot of the black men and a lot of the cats, specifically within the NAACP and the church, they didn't give Fannie Lou Hamer her just due. But at the end of the day, all of the gains that were gotten, no matter who got the credit, was for black people, black adults, and then black children when they become adults, male or woman, gay, straight, trans, metrosexual, or a nigga like me, retrosexual, nigga. I'm an old school nigga. I'm retro. I'm the kind of man that existed in the 80s and the 90s. We talk about basketball, we talk about it for fun, not in some loving relationship with another grown-ass man. I represent the pre-Jay-Z era hip-hop, when the music was about substance, not what kind of jewelry you had on, or Tom Ford and that superficial feminine bullshit. I'm a retro sexual nigga. So that's what this is about. This is about, hopefully, with love, getting women back on their square. And I salute Tashina Arnold for making this a question, for standing on it, keeping it up there, not taking it down. I salute the ladies who supported her, and I salute the ladies who continue to stand strong, 10 toes down, no matter what these crazy chicks say. Because the real men out here, women, ladies, we support you. We love you. Take this last call. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Well, what's going on? This is Brian from Charlotte. How you doing, brother?
Brian from Charlotte. What's on your mind?
Yeah, man. Hey, I was just listening to playback. When you were talking about, dog, it sure hit home so hard because, yeah, I'm 39, so, you got to be by a couple of years. But, you know what I'm saying, we in the same genre. And you remember growing up, like, it seemed like the girls, when you talk about the R. Kelly situation, it seems like it's a universal thing. It don't matter what hood or what area you come from. There's always been that thing where it's a girl or a plethora of them where they dress, they develop their bodies and they just totally just ignore the hell out of you. You in the same age bracket. And then you just sit back now and you realize, like, those same girls, it's like, and you think back to, the documentary with R. Kelly, and it's like, hey, y'all were out there. Y'all were fast. Now all of a sudden, y'all Holy Mother Teresa? Y'all can't have this revisionist history.
And not only,
so,
if you weren't the one out there, you were supporting the ones who were.
Right. Exactly. Like, I know so many girls, I was like, wait a minute. This dude got to be your uncle age. Like, and I know your people, so how the hell he ain't found out about this dude? Man.
We all knew that girl that had a change of clothes in her locker. Left the house wearing one thing. And then when she got to school, wore something else because she knew her mama would beat her ass if she saw her in that bullshit.
Yup.
And now you judge, like, let's just be real. That's the reason why I like bringing that up. Not to bash and chastise the ladies, for those of you listening. It's to tell the truth. Right. Because we can't change shit without the truth. We got to start with the truth before we change it.
Exactly. And, and then it just goes to also, when your fathers was in the household. Because, my uncle, I had a cousin that, I guess, he was, him and his baby moms worked together. But, he definitely was in, his children's lives. And my cousins, when they got older, I guess they were feeling themselves. And, but my uncle was on there. And like you said, it'd be a whooped ass. Like, get your ass in the house. Like, so there's definitely that element as well. So with all that sneaking, if you ain't on top of your kids, and I thank God for my wife, because, she be like, my daughter can't even blink without. Yeah. So, brother, thank you so much for this dialogue today, man. It was definitely awesome. Thank you so much, man.
I appreciate it, brother. You have a good one.
You do the same.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about telling the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Because the guaranteed way to not get anything solved is to sit around and just talk shit about it. That just becomes mental masturbation at that point. But when you tell the truth and get some understanding, now you can fix it. And that's what I care about. I care about fixing it. I care about fixing it. Hey, check out my last episode of Incense and Ashtrays. I broke down jazz. We had a discussion on jazz. If you're familiar with jazz, I think you'll like it. If you're not familiar with jazz, you'll get a better understanding of jazz. I broke down how to listen to jazz, how to feel it, what it's talking about. I did some history on jazz from the beginning days of jazz through today. Go on Mixcloud right now. The link is in the description box in my link tree. Go on to Mixcloud and go download my last episode talking about jazz music over on Mixcloud. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, my good brother? This is Larry calling from currently Stafford, Texas.
Fucking Larry.
Hey, man, dog, I hate giving you props on anything, but I like retrosexual, dog. I'm going to use that shit. Did you make that up or did you get that from somewhere, dog?
I made
I
that
like
up,
that.
nigga. It's just Larry calling.
Damn, dog. Damn,
Isha said hi, nigga.
Hey, what's up, Sister Isha? Hey, man, real quick, dog. You know how women always tell us, you all need to heal, you need to go get therapy, you need to heal, go get therapy before you approach me. I know you haven't heard that, but I've heard that. I know a lot of people listening have heard that. Well, I got some advice. You the fuck too, because I was talking to this chick the other day. You the fuck too. I was talking to this young lady the other day. She wasn't that young. And we were having a good conversation. And she told me how she didn't know how to cook. And so I stored that in my mental Rolodex. And then she goes on to say she's looking for an old-fashioned man, somebody who can protect and provide. And I wanted to tell her that you attract what you are. Bitch, you can't even cook or clean or do nothing, but you want somebody to be old school with you, dog. Which goes back to my point, a lot of these women need to go seek therapy, dog.
Yeah.
Just like they tell us to go do.
And I agree. People need therapy. People need to fix their issues. That's real talk.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah. Well, all right, bitch.
Yeah. And then for those of you, for those of you in the chat room, Star or Quan, if you're in the chat room, put up Kendall's link. I got a dope ass hypnotherapist. She's really good at getting right to the source of your issue. Really good. Kendall Cobb. I'm gonna have her on pretty soon. She's getting her website redone. So when that, because and of those of you who already follow her Instagram got hacked, and so the regular IG is not there anymore. And so yeah, she has a new IG. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but once all that stuff and the hacking and all that stuff is taken care of, I'm gonna have her back on the show to talk about mental health and healing. Because it's true, we need that. We need that healing. I don't want to just tell you to do it. I want to show you, help show you how to get it done. You're right, Dedication 666. We survived the Holocaust, but we lost our minds in the process. That's true, all of us, in some way. In some way. But yeah, that was a good call, Larry. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for posting that. Yeah, go listen to my Mixcloud on Jazz. And I'll be back with y'all tomorrow, Friday night on Mixcloud. Another live music mix down. I may do another YouTube video tomorrow morning. I'm not sure. Just keep your notifications on. If you want to be part of the notification gang, email info@hotepish.com. I will put you on the email list. If you want to be part of the notification gang, info@hotepish.com. The Patreon will be coming to you soon with the new book, breakthroughas.org. If you're interested in a consultation, you can get today's price today, but today's going to be the last day you can get that price. So let me know. And remember this, there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up the game. Watch Craig Facts later on today. The channel suggestion is on this page if you're not already subscribed to Craig Smith's page. And yeah, we out. Oh, and then follow Larry's Shooting the Shit, his YouTube page. Tell a nigga to put up a new video. All right, we out.